I've been looking for guys like you all my life who do things the old-fashioned way. And we started talking about killing hogs, smoking meat, and all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about how simple it is today to fashion a smokehouse and smoke your own meat.
It's very, very simple. It's very easy. All you do is when you kill it, you put it on a salt bench, you salt it, and hang it up, and you got meat for a number of years, 5, 6 years.
And that's the thing that I found amazing is the fact that you can take this meat, and if you put meat in the freezer, 2 or 3 years, it's getting kind of you don't want to eat it.
Done and gone.
But you can process this the old-fashioned way and keep it. You said you just ate a ham that was 7 years old.
7 years old.
And it tastes good.
And that's good. It is good. It makes that red eye gravy. It's real good.
Now, right back here, you just got an old little barn you built or little house you built. And basically what you've got is when you kill your hog, or if it's a deer or whatever it is, or like he just killed a bear, you could have done the same thing with a ham of a bear.
Could have done the same thing.
You got a little flat area you built where you lay your salt. What kind of salt?
Martin sugar-cured salt.
Martin sugar-cured salt.
Sugar-cured salt.
And you just lay that out and take that ham or whatever piece of meat it is.
And lay it down, salt it good, and it'll last for 7 or 8 years.
So you could just do it with the salt. You wouldn't even have to do anything beyond that.
No.
Now, if you want to honey cure this, then you do what?
You go back, you use a pound of red pepper, pound of black pepper, a handful of flour, and bring it up to a boil and brush it on with a brush. It'll be real yellow, the hams will be, or shoulders.
Now, how you keep the bugs out of it?
That keeps the bugs out of it.
Does it?
That's the reason that you use that pepper.
Gotcha.
And that's the reason you use all that pepper.
Gotcha.
After you've done and got all your goodies on there, you smoke it in.
Gotcha.
And it'll turn just as yellow as it can be.
Really?
And it'll be really delicious.
What would they do with that piece of meat? Would you just leave it hanging, or?
I'd leave it hanging. Just go up, cut you off a mess, take it back and fry it, eat it. Next day, go back and cut you off some more.
No kidding.
And it'll still be right there, just as pretty as ever was.
Now, when you got that meat hanging like that, once you've cut meat out of it, do you do anything to cover it up or protect it? Or you just leave it hanging?
Yeah, it's protected right there. You don't need it.
You can take any size building like this and smoke something. And you said something very interesting. Your fire is away from the building. You go downhill.
Downhill where you got a draft to it.
Gotcha.
About 10, 12 feet. And something like that with stove pipe. No steel barrel is all you need. And you're in business.
So you build your little fire. You say you prefer green hickory or apple?
Or apple.
In the bottom of that barrel.
Bottom of that barrel.
You start your slow burning fire.
Slow burning fire.
Then you direct that pipe up into your building. Now here's where you would bring your pipe in right here.
Right on the floor, right there.
And then you put a barrel here.
No, you don't need no barrel here.
Okay.
All you need is just plastic.
Plastic. You put your plastic
on
right
up here. I've got some big old heavy curtains down there that I use. I hang it up here. See, just run your piece across the top. And
your smoke comes right up in here and you're good to go.
Right up in there.
How long do you want that smoke to go into that meat? How many days do you want to smoke it?
It need to be about 10 days.
About 10 days.
And you got it real smoked real good.
Now you say the mistake a lot of people make with smoking, they want to build a fire right in and then you say it'll turn that meat black and it get hard as a rock.
It gets hard, it dries it out, it gets hard. But when you get that far away from it, you just get no smoke.
Plus you don't have any danger of fire in the building.
Right, you don't have no danger.
Son of a gun. When I first talked to you, the first thing I thought was, okay, folks like to do things the old-fashioned way. There's too many chemicals, preservatives, things out there nowadays. So if somebody wanted to do this, now we all have our old Brinkman smoker, the electric smoker you plug in, but I would really like to try to do this the old-fashioned way, and I'm going to do it at my house. Now, I still want to come down when you kill your pig.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to take one of my deer hams, and I'm going to start processing this myself at my house because I like to do things the old-fashioned way. Like you got downstairs, you can your own vegetables, which I got a pickled corn recipe that I'm going to try very shortly. But I like to put as much stuff up. You know where it comes from.
Right.
You know exactly what's in it or not in it. And I like to do as much stuff by myself as I can. And I thank you very much for sharing that information with me today.
I'm glad to.
I appreciate it.
All righty.